you do.
Suppose the president of the United States gets elected in a universe where anything can happen. It's almost, we're there almost. And he just starts doing jumping jacks, flipping around the world like a crazy guy. And from the time he's elected, he begins to act, certifiable, like a nut. What would you do then in the electoral college? Vote for somebody who's certifiably crazy? So I'm just being conceptual here. What would you have the conscience to do?
Well, I mean, clearly this guy is suggesting that Donald Trump is already doing that. However, Texas, it should be pointed out, is one of the states that Ted Cruz won in the Republican primary. And there are a number where Ted Cruz won or other candidates won in the primary and that Donald Trump won in the general. So theoretically, if we were looking for fertile turf for folks like this elector to go and recruit other people to vote against Trump, even though they're supposed to vote for Trump, those would be the places to go. Now, we also have Democratic electors who are offering to team up with these Republican electors and not vote for Hillary Clinton and instead vote for a compromise candidate like a John Kasich. So theoretically, the possibilities there, it's just so slim.
Here's my thought. Whatever we think of Trump, and I've said when I'm on my best behavior, mixed bag, very mixed bag, that we all knew what we were getting. Yeah, this guy wasn't some phantom candidate. He was out there. So the time to get activated, if you're on the progressive side of things on the left, was to get out there, not vote for Jill Stein, not to go, I don't know who I'm for, vote for Hillary Clinton. That was the time to do it. Right. If you wanted to vote for another Republican, the primaries were your time. There were openings for public opinion in this campaign, and people didn't take them. Then some of these protesters in L.A., I like protests. They're fine, especially nonviolent ones. A lot of the guys that the protest didn't vote. And they're protesting the right of an election. They didn't bother to vote in. It doesn't make it does make sense. You're lazy. Okay, guy, you're a bum. I think you are, but that's my thought.
Here's the rub on all of this. I get how people feel about it, but at the end of the day, you just made the argument. I mean, this character, this candidate, this individual was not a surprise to anyone in this election. You had so many opportunities to not have the outcome that we have, but here we are. So, do you really think that at this stage that there are going to be that many electors who are going to go to their state capitals or come to Washington and go, no, it's just not going to happen.
Why did the New York Times put this guy's column at the very top?
Because the New York Times like to have fun. They don't politic.
But also, I think there is an effort to use folks like this and the Democratic electors who were volunteering to vote for someone other than Hillary Clinton to drive a bigger conversation about the Electoral College, which is a pretty archaic.
I think you're lazy, and I think you're a bum with a whole lot of money.
I don't think so.
More money than you deserve to sit on TV and read teleprompters and memorize information. I could do your job. Maybe not as well as you, Chris Matthews, because you've been doing that for decades. And I'm not saying you're not a qualified journalist. I'm just saying, how hard do you really work?
Any elector who chooses to vote for him instead of President-elect Trump, here's what he said: I am not a candidate for president, and I ask those electors not to vote for me when they gather later this month. Our country had an election, and Donald Trump won. Isn't it great to hear from a serious person what's wrong?
He says the right thing. And look, there's no love lost between Kasich and Trump for sure. But I think instead of egging this on and sort of getting more hand of it, I think the governor did the right thing and the smart thing. Say, look, guys, this has happened. Regardless of what you think about the Electoral College, regardless of what you think about the outcome of the popular vote, at the end of the day, Donald Trump won. Let the country know.
I get some news for Jill Stein. Next time, I like you as a public figure. Vote and encourage others to vote for the Democratic nominee for president. You'll have more influence than this third and fourth party nonsense anyway. Ralph Nader should have taught us that one anyway. It doesn't work. Third parties just screw up the results. If you're on the left, help the left win. Anyway, thank you, Michael.
What you're saying is absolutely ridiculous.
Ken Vogel, you are a great
that
reporter.
the electors can just choose somebody that the voters didn't vote for.
Next, how the mighty have fallen. Chris Christie, mortally wounded by Bridgegate. My God, the people think he was the guy that fingered the bridge. He said put the cones out there. Maybe he didn't put the cones out there. We're looking at the polls now that said they think he ordered the cones put out there. Remember that? I didn't put the cones out there. And now utterly rejected by his voters back home in Jersey. They don't like him up there. Republicans don't like him. This is hardball, the place for politics.